What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another addition to my channel. This is not any particular game, but this was supposed to be taking place of the open world stuff from the RPG, and so I decided to make some new things, and we're gonna get into it here and show y'all what we've made. So first of all, made our main menu with our clickable buttons. If I hit new game, it'll go into it, but then you got options. I still gotta update this apparently. Okay, the back button is not coded there, so I guess before it wasn't working. Okay, that one's working. And then I can quit and it will go to the editor. Okay. If I hit new game, I set up a loading screen from this here, main menu and then load screen. So, loading standby, Chaotic Thunder X gaming channel, and I have a little loading icon at the bottom. I added some audio, as you can see. I'm going to turn this down just a little here. The audio is from my audio dude Trent, or LT. He helped me create this music that I have in here for Crow's Castle, but this is not Crow's Castle. This is just some mess around stuff for the moment. Get more audio, I can mess around with it some more, but I wanted to show some of the other things I've been working on. So let's get back into it. Alright, so load it here. So, just show you real quick. As you can see, when I overlap with any of these, it changes the music. Alright, but then I also want to show too, you see each of these have a different label. It says E to interact, so if I press E, a menu comes up here. And each of these are waypoints. So the red one over there, the blue one here, and then the green one, or we're on the green one, so the pink one over there on the other side of this, if I hit pink, it brings me over here. And then if I hit blue, and then if I hit red, so that's pretty neat. Alright, so I just wanted to show you all that, and then also I set up this little area over here. I set up a grapple hook, so when I click left mouse, as you can see, it kind of drags my character, but I need to like aim up a little bit. There you go. And if I hold on, then that's what my character does. Get over here. It's a quick way to get around from point A to point B, but that's about it. I gotta figure out a better way to make that work, but I mean, it is a grapple hook. It does take me point A to point B, but yeah. Not sure it's meant to do that though. So anyway, to show you now, so that was pretty much all I have been working on in there. So I'll show you what I have going on in here. So I'm going to pull up the coding for this. The waypoints was a little bit more in depth. So alright, the interaction is setting up the interact prompt the waypoint is thing like the mouse cursor and the X on the screen. Waypoint buttons has the little block, and that tell you what it is. So we're gonna open each of these. As you can see, E, and then variable text to interact. So this is a horizontal box. And then you add 3 text to it. So then add this and then rename it E. The dash text, which is just like a subtract or minus sign for the middle. And then the variable text, just rename it. Okay. And then of course the canvas panel is your screen. As you see, there's no coding in here. So that's it for that one. Okay, waypoint. As you can see over here, this is where they will pop up on your screen. And so you have a canvas panel, and then you have another horizontal box. You have an exit button, so you put a button up in the top corner of this box here, and then you label it. And this is X is for exiting out of that menu, say if I didn't want to fast travel. Now, to show you the coding for this one, first, the event construct, we're going to create buttons, and under here there's a function for that. And then, so the event construct lets you see everything happen before it plays. Okay, the on-clicked exit button, so basically the X in the corner, again, this guy right here, we're going to set the input to game, because obviously we want to go back to playing and get the controller so we can move our character. Show the mouse cursor, you don't want it to show if you're back to normal on your play. Get all widgets of class, which is your waypoints, telling you all the different things for this box for each loop, for each time you mess with it. And then remove it from parent, tells you to take it off the screen once it's finished. Alright, now the function, the create button function here, why did that move again? Alright, so we're going to come back over here. So we get the get all actors a class, the waypoint, and then for each loop, so for each time that it's interacted with. If it's been discovered, then you're gonna have this pop up, and then you also have to have the waypoint name and the waypoint location. Now, this is gonna, if this is all true, then your waypoint then would make it where, first of all, you get your widget variable of the location, which is a vector, because you need to know what direction it's going. This one here, adding a child, I think this one is for any extras that you want to add. And then this one here, the waypoint name, because you want your name to show up on your screen, and this sets the text for that. Oh, okay, add child waypoint selection. And so this waypoint selection, when it pops up on your screen, this allows you to get the waypoint and then decide on which one. Alright, so that's your function here for your create buttons on your screen. Alright, and then your waypoint button. It's pretty straightforward. You add a button, you add a text on top of that. It doesn't matter where it's at, because pretty much that other screen, the waypoint screen here, is going to put this over in that box over here. So pretty straightforward. Okay. And then when this button here has been clicked, which is called button 28, but it's whatever button this is because we didn't name it. Up here it tells you button 28. So button 28 has been clicked. It's going to teleport the player to the next area. So just like you just saw, from like red to green, or green to blue, or blue to pink. And then we're going to close the widget out when that's finished. So now, okay, you got to create functions for those. So the teleport player, you're going to get your character and cast it to it, whatever character you have. You're going to set the actor location, and then you're going to get the variable, again the vector location, waypoint location, and then the 100Z is where it goes to. And then make this instance editable so you can always adjust this later. Okay, that's teleporting. And then on your close widget, when you are done, you're going to set the input to game only. This is the same way we did it on the last one, I think, that I was mentioning. You're going to set this back to game only, where your widget is now off the screen. You're going to have control of your player controller, your show mouse cursor you don't want on your screen. For all waypoints, so pretty much all of them, for each time it plays, you want to make sure that, because it's literally on the close widget, so every time you're done and close out, you want all your waypoint widgets to exit off of your screen for each loop, and this removes it from your screen. Okay, so that's all the teleport player and the close widget, so you just attach the two functions onto this button here. Alright, and so that's how that works. Alright, so we've done tutorials on these before, on the main menus and the load screens, so feel free to check those out on how we did those. But pretty straightforward though. You code, you first add text here for which menu it is, you add buttons, resize them, put text on them, rename them, and then all your stuff in here on your coding. So since we're on the main menu one, I'll show you that. And I hit new game, you notice I went to another screen. That's this screen here. And obviously there's nothing in here, so this has to be sent somewhere, whether it be loading from level to level, or whether it be loading from the main menu to a level. So this is just create your screen, what it's going to be, and then move it on into whatever other level you're doing. So when I hit new game, it loads the level and then goes into it. So here on the new game, when I press that, loads my screen, adds it to my screen, has a 5-second delay, so that way it has time to load, and then it loads the map. Okay. Options menu, credits menu, same thing. You remove them from your main menu screen, you put it on the respective screen, the options or the credits, and then you add it where you can see it on your screen. Alright, this one, you hit quit, and it quits to the editor. So pretty straightforward. Okay. And then for the last part here, which talks about the grapple hook that we are just showing you. You get all the stuff with that here. So every time I click the left mouse button, I'm going to create a line trace at the starting points and get the world location for that. And then you're going to add a vector, and then this will also be your endpoint. You want that to draw the debug for the duration of the time that you're pressing it, but here, so you're going to add another camera, and you're going to add a cable up here in your viewport. So if you look at this, I don't really have it on there because it's invisible, but if I made it visible, it'd be like hanging off right here. Okay, anyway, so your follow camera, which is this one, has that attached to it. You're going to get the world rotation and the vector of which direction this is going. You're going to times it and add it for your end location of where your grapple hook is going. Alright, and then out of this line trace, as your return value, you're going to plug it in as a condition. If this is true, get the vector grab point. So basically wherever you shoot the thing to, that's what this is. Alright, and then on the out hit here, gets where the point of impact is, and that's what the impact point, and that's what comes back up into the grab point there. Alright, and then you set it as a condition after that. Is your player grappling or not? If your character is grappling, then check that. And obviously in this case your character is not walking anymore, so your character is flying in the movement mode. And this cable is that excuse me, the cable is your whatever I want to call this, the grapple hook, and you're going to set that visibility in game. Alright, now coming back over here, if the left mouse button has been released, then I'm no longer grappling, as I mentioned before, so you want to uncheck that. And then in this case, now instead of flying, you are falling out of the air. And when you are falling, the cable is now disabled until for your grapple hook, until you press the button again. Okay, so that's the logic with that one. Now on this one, this is for each second or each frame, you're going to plug in a branch, check to see if there's any point of where they are going, so the character is grappling, if this is true. Come on. If this is true, then you're going to get the cable where it will end up when we finish, so the end location. But leading up to that, you need to get the actor transform, which kind of gets your all-in-one, and then you get your grab point. The transform location will show you where the end location is, and this is why it plugs right into that. Okay, and then this add force is how hard you hit when you go to it. And obviously you see this is a big number, you're going to times it, you're going to normalize it. And then this is just a bunch of math stuff here. This mouse wheel axis, it should be a different node, but we plugged that in whenever we couldn't find the other one. You're going to get the active location, get the direction of where you're going, you're going to add it to all this stuff to give you your force of how fast you're going. And then the same here, you're going to get your actor right vector, you're going to times it twice, not just once, you're going to times it twice and then add it. Okay, so that is the grapple hook, and that is the main menu with the loading screen, and that is the waypoints. So I hope you all enjoyed this stuff, showing you the logic behind those, and we will see you guys on the next edition with more things that we add for our character. But we're just having fun, like adding little things and whatnot. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, and I will post more videos soon for y'all. Stay tuned.